Hi friends, in this video we are going to learn an important topic of class and ID, which is actually the topic of CSS, but I want to introduce here in HTML because you must have the concept of class and ID. So I thought that you have to take the idea of class and ID in HTML lectures, and then after, when we shall use the CSS part, when we shall go through the CSS lectures, then you will better understand in depth, right? So before proceeding the lecture, I would like to say to you that I have created a series of training series of lectures, so in which I am going to cover HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, jQuery and PHP. So if you haven't seen the previous lectures of HTML, then you have to go through this channel, and you will definitely find all those lectures which are uploaded, so that you could able to understand a few concepts which you haven't learned up till now, right? So now come to the today's lecture. So class means multiple, means which is implemented on multiple elements, and ID means unique, means implemented on only single element, right? So today we are going to learn about class and ID, and class is represented with a dot and ID is represented with hash. So now come to the example. Actually I have already implemented an example by using which in that example I have the output. These are the outputs that you are going to see here. But before that I would like to show you the code. So this is the code. So again I am going to rewrite the code so that you could able to understand it better. So I am going to delete this particular style and delete this particular code, right? So now you can see this is a blank page, and if you will find out the output, once you will refresh, you will get nothing. So now I would like to implement the class and ID concept. So I want to create some elements. Firstly I have h3 heading open and h3 heading close, and I think you are well known about all these tags which I have used in this page. HTML tag, head tag, inside of head tag I have title tag and style tag. Inside of style tag I will implement the CSS, then head tag close and body tag open, body tag close and head HTML tag close, and inside of body tag I have some tags which are h3. So this is heading, right? Again I have another tag of paragraph open and paragraph close, in which I am writing this is paragraph, and again I am writing another tag which is div tag, and I am writing here this is div, right? And again one more element I have needed right now, which is paragraph. So inside of this paragraph I am writing this is another paragraph, right? So now I want to implement CSS on these elements, so in such a way that you could able to differentiate the class and ID concept, right? So firstly I would like to make this element color red, and this also red, and this also red, right? So right now if you will see the output, you will find out that the output is something like this, right? So I want that these three lines should be red in color, right? So one way is that I should write h3 and then after implement the color, and p then implement the color. So for example I am giving you the example h3, and in that h3, sorry, space is less, because of that I am implementing here, right, red. And next is p tag, so color red, and then I have div tag, color red, right? But one thing I have to say to you, which is which P, the first P. So I have to mention the first P, right? So right now if you will see the output, you will find something like this. Oh, sorry. Right now I have needed only these three lines red, but this is another tag, another paragraph line is also red. So how I should control? So you have to separate this paragraph from this paragraph. So how you would able to separate is, in CSS we have some selectors. We shall later on discuss in detail, but right now I have the problem to implement CSS only on the first paragraph. So I am going to write here first type, P of first of type means the element which is of type P, and whichever the first P is, there should be the red color, not the other than that, right? So now if you will find out the output, you will see this. Right now if you will refresh this, you will find that these three lines would be red. Why? Because I have implemented the first of type color red on the first paragraph, right? Now these three tags individually I have mentioned, so I can also do something by creating class. So if I would have class, created class equal to, for example, C1, and this particular class I want to copy here from here and then paste and then paste. So if I will give the CSS to only C1, then all the three elements would be of red color, right? So if I am deleting this particular thing and writing .c1, I already mentioned that if you want to use class, then you have to write .c1, then you would write color and red. For example, I am not writing red right now, and if you will see the output, this is black in color, and if you will write red now, then you will find out that the C1, wherever this is mentioned, this is C1 class, C1 class and C1 class. The class name should be same, right, in all the three elements, and you know these three elements are already different. So I have implemented color red to all these three elements through class. So now you can find out that the output is perfectly right, same as we have done before. And now there is the ID concept. So I want this particular P paragraph to only green. So I have single tag. So I want to mention here ID 1, right? So if I have to give the CSS to this particular paragraph, what I shall write here, write ID 1, and then after I would write green, right? So now if you will see the output, once refresh, now this is green color. So I have mentioned this particular ID 1 color green because of that this tag element, this particular element color has been converted into green. If I want more CSS, means more properties you want to implement, you can also do like that. For example, I also want to change the background, so you can write here background yellow. So if you will see the output, this is yellow background, right? And if you want to change the background of this using this CSS, means using this C1, for example, background, now you will find that, for example, orange. So you can see that the background is orange now, right? So how this has been possible? by using ID and class. So because of class, all the three element has the background orange. Why? Because we have mentioned class. So this is the benefit of class, that on multiple tags you can implement the CSS in one go. One go means you need to mention only one class name rather than each and every element, right? And you have to mention only class name to each and every element so that you could able to represent that particular element, right? So hope that you got the solution of this particular problem which we were discussing. So this is the output. So you have to practice in your own PC so that you could able to understand it better. And if you have any doubt, you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. I am ready to give you the reply. And if you needed some improvement, I can also make other videos. So later I will also able to show you other concepts. But right now I'm just giving you an idea of class and ID, that what is class and what is an ID, right? So please subscribe this channel and like this video and share with the friends and other people who are in a relation with you, for example through WhatsApp, through Facebook account and everything, right? So thanks for watching.